There we go. Sorted. Sorry. That was my mistake. Deadly VPN. It actually wasn't a VPN, no, I just forgot to put the title in properly. Which is, foolishly foolish fool! Right, let me find the game. There we go. Taking a break of Lives of Peer. Well, not taking a break per se. I'd happily play more, honestly, but it's a case of, you know, need to play some of the other games. Because to be fair, not everyone wants to see Lives of P necessarily. Some people might, especially lurkers, because they don't necessarily say stuff, but they might want to see some Deadly Prem, change things up a little bit, you know. Gonna watch a man torture himself for a few hours. Oh yeah. That's how I roll, baby. Do 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 do. You said fuck it. Nice. Didn't forget about the overlay either. Sorted, mate. You had a spa day. I'm quite jelly actually. That sounds quite nice. I'm feeling a bit dodge. I didn't get a chance to like. I ended up like not eating for 24 hours, kind of unintentionally, and I feel really fucking lousy. I know, shock horror. Ugh. So I'm a bit tired, but that's kind of my fault. Got to gift for your sister. Oh, that sounds really nice though. That sounds really, really nice. I've had food now. I've had food. Deadly P organ. Mm. I still can't believe they called it the P organ. Oh. Click, click, crack, 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 snap, pop. Oh, but it from your sister. Ah. When was your birthday? Hold on, sour kine is sat on my desk. You're in the way, sour kine. You are very soft and squishy. Yes. Hey, Molotov, you alright? There's a remaster of one of the David Cage games. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad you had a really nice day. Well, happy, belated birthday for Sado. $30k endo. 30k is quite a lot, isn't it, actually, for 100? Although 150 takes a while to farm, I guess, but... Your parents are boarded their plane to visit for the first time since before COVID. Oh, nice! Awesome. It'd be good to see them again. I bet you're dying to see them. Yeah, it's actually me playing the piano going fucking bananas back there. If you're right, I can't believe that would actually be a remix, right? That just sounds terrifying. Alright, should we get going? This is my manual save at 5:16. I assume that's the latest one, but let's have a quick look just to be sure. Certainly looks that way. It's pretty good about this, I think, just being the latest at the top. Nice. That was upsettingly loud sound effect in my ear hole. Which one is it, bro? Is it Indigo Prophecy, by any chance, or...? Indeed it is. What a shame. He wasn't a good man. What a rotten way to play. Snarf! Oh, the explosion doesn't make the frame rate like 2 FPS anymore. It's kind of the best bit about it, really. SUS! Occasionally he says cunt, which honestly I find a little bit rude, but you know, you do, you did. Snarf! What is a man but a miserable pile of snarf? But enough talk, how about you, sus? Thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you very much for the resub. It has been a fantastic 46 months, if I do say so myself. Honestly, some of the best. Get shat on, Snarfer. That'll teach you. Snarf! That is a lot of hand holding, honestly. You gotta be careful you don't have unprotected hand holding. That's how you end up with pink hand. But if you're new, Pumpkin, for you, I'll risk it. You put too much milk in your tea. I like reasonably milky tea, actually. Unless you literally put like a pint of milk in there. Yeah, get shat on. Sorted, mate. I mean, that's just true, Pumpkin. I don't hold hands with just about anybody, you know. Is this the correct way to go? This looks suspiciously correct, doesn't it? Sus! Milk and tea is the correct way to have it. I'm sorry. My parents have like a spot of it, so it goes from like black tea to like mostly black tea. And it looks hideous. And it tastes bad. Hey Vico, you're right. Hey, you sus me, young man. Eat your nerd. These things aren't as deadly now that the frame rate isn't like 1 FPS, honestly. What'd you call me? You had honey to your tea, but you're also sick. I actually don't like honey in tea. I was at work once and my lady friend added honey to my tea without telling me. I thought I was fucking dying. I was like, fuck is wrong with my taste buds? And I died. It was a bit of a tragedy, honestly. I got better though, obviously. But...
Lewd.
What a shame. What a wrong way to die. Oh, thank you, Spook. The real dangerous. Yeah. It's true. You gotta be careful of the gribblers that make weird noises. Sus! What do you reckon's the jankier game? This on Switch or Nightcry? It's probably still Nightcry, right? It's probably still Nightcry. You reckon this on Switch? You what, mate? Oh no, I got the cramps. Yorks in the poo. It'll cause you to freeze up. Use a special item to heal yourself. Where's my inventory? I need to use my inventory. If I've got the poops, how do I cure it? Well, that too, but... I actually don't have anything that will cure the poops, which is a bit tragic. It's a bit too close to home. But why? I remember seeing an early Kickstarter version of Nightcry, and you wouldn't believe how poorly it ran. It was even worse. It is like FF14's paralysis, actually. Don't you snarf me, young man. The frame rate on DB2 is unplayable at the time, whereas Nightcry is janky, broken, awful, but playable in terms of frames. Yeah, that's true. That's true, actually, yeah. The Switch version of this is just I don't know how bad it is now. I'm kind of tempted to have a look. We got it! We got the anti-numb. But it's gone away by itself now. Tragic. Hey, Aldrich. Wait, why can't I use this? I feel I should be able to use this. This is a Swizz. What's in my toolbox? I don't need this many first. Fuck! How do I deposit with B? Okay. Cold be gone. Anti-numb. I'll take at least one of those. Okay. Hello? It's amazing how shitty Nightcry is, really, but... Get numb hands, that's annoying. That branch is looking awfully penisy. Upsettingly so. You not seen any prior streams of this? What's going on? Well, a skeletal gentleman was telling us that we need to follow an oracle in order to solve a crime where a girl died and her body got cut up by her own mother because she was off her tits and was loving it. And the skeletal gentleman told us in certain places where to go. But now we have to shoot a baby in the middle of a tree.
I did it. I really did it. I finally completed the first ritual. Now the plan will begin. The Red One's plan will begin.
Isn't our protagonist the imaginary friend of the real protagonist? Yes.
I certainly didn't expect to run into a monster like this. Honestly, I'm not one for violence, but I'm not just going to stand here and die. What do you think? Should we read off her rights?
Now, it's the Red One's turn.
York's kind of like I don't know. You can read it a couple of ways. York being a fragment of Zack's psyche, or that York is a different entity altogether. Depends on how you want to read it, I guess. Bizarre utterances. Nice. I'm more inclined to believe that York is something else. I don't know if he's supposed to be like, I don't know, like not like an angel or something, but like certainly an entity that sort of came to protect Zack.
I killed my own baby.
Hold on while I vomit profusely.
Please, son of a bitch! What did you do to my daughter?
Oh no, the SUS crew's here. Wait, who shot me? Maybe the guy with the bee crawling is here. Not like in the Secret World, where a bee crawls in their mouth. I actually kind of like that this game has boss fights. Obviously. Snarf! Delicious Secret World. Fucking love that game. Gives me the big sad though. Multi-snarf drifting. Deja vu. I've been in the snarf. What if you can duck that? You can. So as long as we do crab battle, we're fine. A moth flew into his ear. Wow, I kind of hate that. Honestly, Ivara, it was so good. It really was so good. I mean, even the current version is not terrible.
Invincible now.
The crashes are annoying though.
Seeds protect me. So then why? What are you? No, it can't be. Came here to stop our plan? You can't stop us now. We already made our sacrifice. You don't know how much we sacrificed. How many tears of blood we cried. All for the Red One's plan.
The red one?
We've come so far. The Red
No, the snarf thing is not a good
the
design
honor
choice.
of lighting the
No.
flame.
Like most of the combat in the
I'm
game.
not gonna let you stop me here!
Day. Absolutely, 100% Ivaria. 100%. I couldn't recommend it enough, even solo.
Galena, is this your true form? Gosh, Hollywood would have been all over you. Although you probably would have been typecast as a gross monster. The kind that heroes always kill.
We're going to make a new world! And no one's going to stop us!
Hey, T-Baby.
Flesh! Why? Why?
I love that all of her back, like, hairpiece clips straight into her.
Feel my pain!
She's getting very handsy, which is illegal.
Feel my pain! No! This can't be happening!
It's can't be happening. Binned. I wonder how you put that in a report. Rest in pepperoni. I think I think it's real. I think it's the implication. I think it's real. I think York can fight these monsters because York's from the same sort of place as the monsters come from, if you like. That's my take on it, that I feel makes the most sense, to be honest. York's from the same sort of place and world that these monsters come from. Like spirit monsters or whatever. That new Bloodborne game seems to be lit. Yeah, it's really good. Like, Lies of P is really solid. Oh, nice. Good animation reset there. Very fine. You're coming with me. Hey, congrats, TPV. That's always very cool, dude.
Our new world.
Her poor knees. She'll be alright. But yeah, Evaria, honestly, The Secret World, even playing solo, is very, very, very good. The story is super solid. It's creepy. Very good writing. The questing is fantastic. The entire world is brilliant. And the voice acting is phenomenal. Like, just one of my favorite MMOs, and I'm very sad that it didn't MMO correctly. But even as a solo experience, it's really fun.
My Lise, my sweet little dolly.
I would assume overdosing, yeah. That would be my assumption here as well.
Galena Clarkson, you are now under arrest on suspicion of the murder of Lise Clarkson and the illegal disposal of her corpse. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. That's enough, Zach. She can't hear us anymore.
Let's shoot her in the face with Mr. Alligator. It won't
Zach?
kill her, but it'll probably hurt.
Pardon my language, but this case can go fuck itself.
Hey!
I owe you one, Mr. York. I'm awful sorry you had to get all caught up in our town's dirty laundry.
Wow, she's even in the same animation. That's kind of good.
I didn't expect you to catch the criminal this soon, though. You never fail to impress me. Come on, CLG. Let's head back to the office. Mr. York and I both got a lot of cleanup work to take care of.
Unhappy sigh.
Now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna tell the Clarksons. That's my biggest problem.
Melvin, this investigation has only just begun.
We're not done yet.
But we got the killer.
No, we got a killer.
This case is much more complicated than it seems.
You mean you're gonna keep searching the town?
Of course. At the moment, I'm after a tall, stylish woman. Does that ring any bells?
Stylish? You lost me. What's that got to do with anything?
Zach and I saw her with our own eyes.
It's true, we did.
We need to find her, I'm positive.
You're probably talking about Professor R.
Professor R?
Professor R?
Professor
From
R?
the jazz bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the only person in town you could call stylish. She's tall, too.
But,
What is it, Melvin?
well...
Well, out with it. Don't let your 10-year-old daughter upstage you here, Sheriff.
Wait, Patty's supposed to be 10? Fucking hell. Alright.
You're looking for a stylish woman, right?
Yes, we've established that.
Then I think you're barking up the wrong tree with Professor R. She isn't exactly a normal woman, if you catch my drift.
No, Melvin, what are you trying to say? Why don't you stop beating around the fucking bush?
I hear you loud and clear. Melvin, you're careless in every sense of the word, but I believe you operate on the side of good in most cases. With that in mind, I'm disappointed to see that you carry some prejudice with you.
Yeah. Fuck him.
But
Is she the type to forbid customers from entering her jazz bar due to the color of their skin?
Oof, damn. York is just fucking going for it.
no, she ain't like that.
Well then, case closed. Melvin, I think we should call it a day. I'm going to head back to my hotel and get some sleep. I also need to prepare a report to send back to the Bureau. Patty, thank you very much for assisting me in my investigation. I'll be counting on you again tomorrow.
I just helped an FBI agent.
FBI. I love that she thinks we're actually an FBI agent now we've caught somebody.
Oh, and Melvin, one more thing. You needn't worry about what to tell the Clarksons. I'm sure they already know that Galena's been arrested. After all, this is Lucare.
Alright, we can go straight back there. Is there anything we want to do before we go back, though? Anyone else in the cells? It's quite a lot of cells, really. FBI. Apparently she's 10, Fiki. Yeah, I'm a bit puzzled about that, too, but, you know. The blurriest sign. You can set free quests to the bulletin board. Complete them to earn cash and items. Defeat a killer bee. Defeat a wild dog. Defeat a alligator. I'm gonna shoot all of these animals.
Hey there, Mr. York. Looking sharp as usual. What'll it be? Well, if you ever need anything, you know who to call.
When you need me, I'm always here. I'm the sentinel who guards this town. Most people call me the sheriff.
I thought she was slightly older, actually. I thought she was like 13, 14 or something, but considering how, like, I don't know, mature, like, the way she talks, but like, I was a fucking knobhead 10-year-old, so I wouldn't have been able to be doing this very easily. Right, we gotta go kill a bee. That's kill a bee, not a killer bee. Do we know where they are on the map, or we just gotta go find them? Well, we found a smalligator, didn't we, by the water, so I guess we go straight to the water for now, to find a smalligator first and foremost. Right, time to bin the wildlife. Operation Fuck 'em. Is this the right way? Yeah. That's true, York could be assuming, but you think Patty would have corrected if that's the case. Was I CLG clues little git? Absolutely. I was a dumb kid. The only thing I could really do is I can read well. I've always been good at reading. Oops. I must tranquilize these dangerous, wild, terrorizing dogs. Sorted. They're fine though, don't worry. They're just being tranked. Ignore the fact I'm getting dog tails, it's not relevant. Uh-oh. They had extras, exactly. We need it for our skeletal gentleman. A dog skull, it's just a coincidence. It's not really a dog skull. Ah, this is a smalligator, isn't it? Yeah, look at this guy. What a hero. Let's go get him. Where do you reckon the bees will be? Oh my god, he fucking moves! Sorted. I love how fast he runs. Fucking torpedo, yeah, seriously. Well, Noble was filling us full of facts the other day, wasn't he? Saying that they move extremely fast. Where do you reckon we'll find bees then? There's like an orchard maybe, or there's a load of trees over there. I wonder if we can go that way until we find some bees. Bees! Bees! Oh, there's another smalligator. I need to bin one of them, but you know. Okay. Self-defense, baby. You live again, Pullman. You're alright. I need some bees! I think we can find bees at the graveyard, I think, as well. Which I completely forgot where the graveyard is. Over there? The park? Yeah. I'll have a look around there. Bees! You got your tea? Delicious. There's a doge. That's not a bee. Oh my god, it's a rare albino doge. Let's fuck him up. Yeah, I know it says rare kill bonus, but obviously I'm not killing them. That'd be ridiculous. We're tranquilizing it. There's another rare one over there. Let's go fuck him up. Why we gotta trank the bees so we can get a bead, so I can make some voodoo items. It's coming right for us. Look at that grass. Masterpiece. Where are we anyway? No idea. Either way, more importantly, there are no bees around here. Bees, maybe? Dogs. Useless dogs! The audio seems a bit loud relative, really? Is it too loud? Turn it down if you need it. Blasphemous Battletech or Monster Hunter Rise, I guess? I guess Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter's right. There's no bees here. Disturbing lack of bees. There's a rare dog there that needs binning. I get $7 for this one. For tranking it. You know, so I can return it safely to its owners. Excellent. There are no goddamn bees anywhere. I find this extremely upsetting.
Zach, you're a coffee person, right? No sugar, only milk. Yes, I'm completely with you on that one.
Why do they have so many stray dogs? That's a good question. Maybe it's Hungan's fault. So where are we now? Let's go that way to the road, I guess. I've been enjoying lattes recently. It's been my coffee of choice. This is the best skateboard I've ever seen. I've never seen a skateboard that goes over grass. So, you know. Latte. Latte is very fine. So this is the trees, I guess. There are no bees here. There's the washing shop. Memorial Oak Street. Let's see. If we find another one of Raven Yahoo's balloons, we can probably get a fast travel lift back.
Hey Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, it would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence vault along with all the other cases, marked by nothing but a first-degree murder tag buried in a soggy grave at the bottom of a sea of data. That would have been its fate. Instead, it traveled from person to person until it finally fell right into our lap. Things always work out that way for us. We've traveled all over the United States trying to track down San Rouge. We can't let this chance pass us by, can we, Zach? We need to find some sort of clue before this southern sun
What sort of
melts
things
it
you looking
all
for,
away.
Mario? Yay. Lavin. $2.50? Bargain. Hey Noble, you alright, dude? Very fine. Let's go Voodoo. Hello, the mirror.
Verily.
Boost my range on my gun. I need alligator gar scales. Oh no. Boost the power. That could be pretty burly. Rapid fire, light speed. I guess that's reloading. I'm not sure the expansion one's about. Accuracy, berserk. Griffith. More range, but less accuracy. That's interesting. That could be quite useful. Are these burlier ones? Armor piercing. I want to say the range ones are useful for getting the things in the sky. Yeah.
Where's the thing I just bought?
All awaits thee at the altar. Altars exist, whether thy needs exist. The bedchamber of thy hostelry doth possess one therewith.
So where's my thing?
All altars
Where's my
lead
thing?
to the other realm. Thusly, all periapts in thy possession may be confirmed at any altar.
The other realm?
Forsooth,
Forsooth!
any mirror may metamorphose into an entrance to the other realm. Prithee, say thou doth grasp this wisdom.
I doth grasp it.
You can see the same world as the skeletal gentleman?
I am the mirror. As my name doth suggest, I am the looking glass given flesh.
Zach, it appears that there's still a lot about this world that we don't understand. This is the deep south. There's no telling what might happen next.
I love that all these guns are here, but we can't buy any. Nice. You have a maximum custom slots in your gun. More slots mean you strategize more. In order to expand the altar, you need money and materials, so it's worth it. I got one slot. There we go. Same thing I can put in at the moment. Body boost. I haven't got any dolls.
What a strange feeling. It looks like there are spots to place other items as well. If we find anything that seems like it might fit, let's bring it back here.
He really does sound like a bit of a grifter, yeah.
Lose?
That's true, he doesn't need a bigger gun, that's
You
true.
think that sounds like a pain in the neck? Come on now, Zach. Surely you know that all rituals work this way. Blessings from beyond will only come to those who exhibit the finest level of courtesy and reverence.
You gonna spam some loos? Oh, how naughty. Thank you, butter. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the 57. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
In short, they're reflections of the self. Only with a mind deep in the dirt will you know true tranquility. Then your body will turn to dust and dance with the wind. Who came up with that quote? That one was all me, Zach.
That's a good quote. Alright, we've got slightly less accuracy, but now we've got the ability to shoot further. I'm not sure how much +4 is, but we'll see. We have to bin many more dogs and cats and alligators and squirrels and bees. Bees! We'll keep an eye out for any UFO pornos in the air as well that we can now bin. There's an UFO porno. Nice. Low quality beads! That's slightly too high for us. Guess so. That'll my accuracy screwed. Oh no, we can do that one. Wait, where did that one land? Here? A high quality plate. Spicy. Alright, I'm gonna look for these bees. Bees, 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 bees. Yeah, so what were you sort of things you were looking for, Ivaria, for the secret world? Or just in general? Secret World Legends and Secret World are very similar, by the way. Like in terms of what, like things that might be useful. If that's any help. Look, it's a blue one. It's rare. Fuck this squizzle. Fuck this squizzle as well. Yeah. Tranquilized. The starting classes, I thought they might be relatively similar still, but the actual way that the combat works is very different. That's the only hazard, I suppose. The way the Secret World works is you can't just sort of have all of the. You get everything eventually, which is quite nice. Do you reckon there's bees here? I don't see any nests or anything. Is there any nests in these trees? Kind of feel there should be some bees here. Do I recognise one of the factions? I would say the Illuminati or the Templars. The Templars are more serious. The Illuminati are more, well, they're not as serious, but the handler for the Illuminati is fucking hilarious. Like, legitimately, actually very funny. So, she's kind of a highlight, actually. Like, some of the shit she says is very, very silly. Aha! Oh. The Devil's Cometh. There we go. I saw the bees. I kind of hate those nests. I wish them gone. What crazy accuracy York must have to shoot bees out of the sky. Just forgetting. Forbid it. If it's true that thou wantest. Nay, forbid it, unless thou. Poor Riange. He accidentally doth send a picture of his penis. Prithee, do not look. Do we get scammed? I feel we got scammed. Alright, we got some bees. And we got our quest done. More bees. Nice. Scam. In Secret World Legends, the Legacy version, it's the only version available now, I believe. I think for those of us who have old Secret World accounts, we can technically download the old client still, I think. But for most people, they just, they have to do the regular one. Right. Mission accomplished. Out of the way, lady! Urgh! Yeah, that'll teach you. You fucking slide off. Oh, nice! Very fine. We need to get to the hotel then. We traveled 20 miles, get 200 bucks for that, nice. I love the Secret World Legends. Every so often I half download attempt to download it again and play, but they never added any new content. I don't think. I think it's just it's on life support completely. But it is fun to play, and occasionally it'd be nice to like just go back in and fuck around with it. Just simply because the story and the stuff with it is so fucking good. And I assume there's a small enough but dedicated community that will run dungeons and stuff still. We do love some nerds. Every now and again, York has acted like an American cop. You mean by shooting bees? Fuck the bees, though. Fuck them. Oh, wrong floor. I don't know if there's any fan. I don't know if they have the ability to do fan run servers at the moment. I don't know if that's. I mean, the game's not dead though. It's actually still living in that sense, you know. Like you can still log into it and play. So maybe that's why.
Zach, let's go over our progress. We've got a complicated case on our hands this time, especially as far as the Clarksons' relationships go. But in a way, it's also a simple one.
You say?
Understanding them on a deeper level is the most efficient way to uncover the truth behind all this. That's the one thing I'm sure of.
How sure are we? Oh dear God. Look at all these people we know.
Zach, let's start with the people who were closest to the victim. Lise Clarkson, the victim, is the granddaughter of the current head of the Clarkson family. Her mother is Galena, an ex-actress, and Lise clearly inherited her beauty. Except for her eyes, that is. Lisa's eye color matches that of her father's. Now, do you remember who Lise Clarkson's father is?
Danny, right?
That's right.
That's
Lisa's
right.
father is Danny Clarkson.
Right, Zach. Yes. Oh, I love Maltesers. I miss them. I haven't had a single Malteser since Christmas. Big sad.
His real name is Daniel E. Clarkson. He's from Florida and used to be the CEO of a talent agency. Danny struck the heart of Galena and successfully became a member of the esteemed Clarkson family. Despite being the son-in-law, he acts like he was born a Clarkson.
Eating Maltese like cereal? Foul. Foul abominations.
But he's still just the son-in-law. Next comes what happened to Lise. According to Alexis, Lise said that the man was as tall as an oak tree.
Noble's hardcore. Noble does deserve his own fucking badge. Like, special seat, honestly, like the Noble throne.
I believe that's the same 10-foot-tall giant who made the fingerprints we found in the cold storage warehouse. Now, what did this man do to Lise prior to her murder?
Invited her to the jazz bar, stole her, took her Sunday, stalked her.
Yes, that's it, Zach.
That's it, Zach.
The man as tall as an oak tree followed Lisa around and watched her.
It's kind of amazing that he got back into York's and like York's voice after so long, and it's so spot on. Like between the two games, like the voice is identical. It really is. It's very clever. Like the guy's done a good job.
Despite his towering stature, he must have been rather shy. Or perhaps he was merely biding his time and planned to kidnap her from the very start.
When the first game came out, 2010? Look. Deadly Premonition. Yeah, 2010. That's right.
If that's the case, there should have been some evidence left at the scene of the crime.
You don't get a pay to sit throne, you get a pride of place, Noble. You earned it not just through your generosity, but also just being a fucking good dude.
Zach, we're still missing some puzzle pieces. Speaking of the scene of the crime...
Period chocolate doesn't count. Yeah, fuck that. That's a freebie.
I did some profiling in the plantation's control room. The truth it revealed to us was nauseating and horrific, but we need to touch upon it if we wish to proceed. Isn't that right, Zach?
That is right.
Who actually murdered Lise Clarkson?
Galena. David. Mrs. Carpenter.
Yes, that's right. Lisa's own mother killed her while she was dreaming about some bizarre new world. This is by far the vilest and ugliest crime we've ever seen. The fact that Galena set up her daughter's body at an altar makes this case even more complicated.
Yeah, he puts axe with a little picture on it. I guess it helps him map it out, maybe.
Remember, not a single sacrificial human murder has ever been proven and documented in all of American history. The real world is far more complex than what we see in films and video games.
Scam.
And sacrificing a human life for something else is no easy task.
Hey, Lenny, how you doing?
In conclusion, Zach, through our investigation, we found one character who sticks out more than anyone else. You know exactly who I'm thinking about, don't you? We'll need to have a word with her in the near future. Who's the stylish woman we saw
Professor
during the
R. Who could it be? That's right, Zach. It's Professor R.
Professor R. We haven't met her yet, but she's deeply intertwined with this case. Let's wait for the skeletal gentleman to guide us to her with an oracle. Well, Zach, what do you think? Isn't the Deep South something? The people here are just as warm as the weather, and the food is to die for. Might be nice to move down here after I retire. What, still too early to talk about that? You may be right. After all, this case has only just begun.
Oh, that's annoying, Lenny. Ugh, hopefully it bogs off for you shortly. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm pretty fucking tired today, but otherwise I'm alright. We've organised the evidence. Very fine. It's like Cole's little sketches in LA, actually. Look at that alligator.
Galena can't be the killer. They're making all this shit up.
A stunning animation.
If what you say is true, Daniel,
He vibrates
how do
profusely.
you plan to prove it? It's nearly been a century since the Clarksons first took control.
He's
of
vibrating.
Atari. 100 years. I always thought my legacy would live on for 300 at least.
I'm gonna find the real killer and beat the living dog shit out of him.
Yet it looks to me like times have changed. We ain't in the good old days no more. You understand me, boy.
Boy.
Yes, sir. I'm right there with you, Paul. I'm gonna continue what you started, sir, and make the Clarkson family strong again. First, I need to find whoever really killed Lise and bash their fucking brains in.
I saw this coming. Ever since the day Lenny left home, the town of Lucare has been cursed.
We love us a curse, don't we?
Can't stop what's happening now.
It did look like a pod, actually, didn't it?
It's beyond.
I guess it's supposed to be a
me.
haunch of meat, but
It's beyond the minds of anyone who comes from the olden days.
Sons of Anarchy villain. He
You
does look a bit like that,
understand
actually.
me now, boy?
Boy.
Yes, sir. Believe me, I do. I'll kill him. Just leave everything to me, Paul.
Are you serious about this?
His eye patch vibrates in
Yes,
anger.
sir. Right hand of God. Look right in my eyes. I ain't lying. I'm serious. I just need you to lend me some troops, sir. We need retribution right now. That's the job
vibro
I've been
patch.
given, and I intend to
Yeah,
do it.
PJ does seem to be ignoring
Well,
everything.
Let me ask you one more time. Are you serious about this?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm a Clarkson, and all Clarksons have a job to do. Isn't that what we always say?
Mm-hmm. Then I'll need an arm.
Yeah. What?
Well now, you want to use my troops, I'm gonna need to know whether or not you're really serious about this. Just one arm. Slide it on through that wire there, and it'll take care of it for you.
That seems like a really good way to, like, die of blood loss.
You're joking, right?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Daniel, have I ever told you a single joke?
No. But
Yeah, the gay just chilling out,
You
like,
wanna
hello.
become a real Clarkson, then you done got yourself a job to do.
Is he able to do his job as efficiently with one arm?
wait, Paul. I get it now. You want me to stick it in and then pull it out at the last minute, right? You want to see if I got guts or not, but there's gonna be another way. You can't be serious, sir. Hey, knock it off, you assholes! Let me go! He's just joking with me.
Dun,
Let me go,
dun,
goddammit!
dun.
Oh, please, sir, don't do this! Just tell me this is a joke, please!
I am a Clarkson. And no matter how our fortune falls, all Clarksons have a job to do.
No animation was a gator. Yeah, he doesn't get one. He just T-poses.
That be the law of this land.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the underpants wearing dude. Yeah, his son's 100% dead now. Yeah, you don't survive that kind of shit very easily. Raven looks a bit bored. Also, what is Raven's tattoo? It's a hand coming out from her vagina and grabbing a cake? Shrug. We got S rank. We defeated a lot of enemies, had no continues. Made some dollar dues. We got lots of bonuses. Excessive force and pedestrian damages. We got, no, did alright. Whose tattoo? Raven's. It was like a hand coming out from her crotch.
You can hear me, right? I'll be with you soon. I'm not sad. Honestly, I can't wait. It's all I think about lately. I mean, we'll be together again. We'll get to discuss movies, food again. Everyone around here has bad taste. They don't understand things the way we do.
I guess
It's
they'll
a
keep.
shitty world
It'll probably keep
filled with
Thingy around for a bit,
shitty
but
Oh, that reminds me.
he's not an old man. Don't forget, he's not actually that old.
There are movie theaters and restaurants over there, right? As soon as I get there, let's go grab some peanut butter hamburgers and yogurt smoothies. I'm so excited, York.
He just wants to die to meet his friend again. Well, the other him.
Please, York, don't rush me. You just need to wait a bit longer. I still have one job left.
He recognizes the
I need
fairy.
to finish it. I have to, or else I'd never be able to face you. Just give me a little more time, okay?
Instead of 30, your hair goes white. That's happened to me. It's true. Yeah, back to Ratman.
So, Lisa's mother, Galena Clarkson, confessed to murdering Lise.
His stinking indulgence.
But then immediately afterwards, she went insane. So you had no choice but to detain her. What a terribly convenient story.
That is terribly convenient.
You were the first person to find the suspect hiding at a farm on the edge of town. And you even got her to confess to the crime, right then and there.
Wait, what were we playing recently where the bad guy was Simon in this? Shit. We were literally on stream the other day, weren't we? What were we doing? Oh, Valkyria Chronicles, that was it. Yeah, it was, Belgar, right? Yeah.
Did anyone else get a chance to hear Galena's confession?
Only us.
How did you even find that shack in the first place?
Skeletal Gentleman gave us an oracle. Weren't you paying attention? Not the deleter, fuck that guy. I got loads of silver hairs now. I got like absolutely tons of them. I've still got more like brown hair than silver hair, but I think it might be a losing battle, honestly.
Metaphysical offender profiling.
Meta what? Should I know this word?
Shut up, Belgar.
Metaphysical offender profiling. The term appears 6 times in the Lucare report and 14 times in the 2010 Greenvale report. As long as you're solving cases, the people in charge don't really care what sort of words you use. But we're different. You utilized a highly abnormal method to instantly hone in on a suspect.
It's because we're cool.
Then you did it again and again.
I believe in you, Linny. You'll power through and become, like, you'll level up, and then you'll be over 9,000 power levels, and then you can sort people out.
And every time you used it, one term kept appearing in your files.
Sorry, Pumpkin, it makes us stronger.
Metaphysical offender profiling. Mr. Morgan, would you mind explaining to us what this term means?
No.
We could try.
You could try.
But no matter what words we used, you'd never be able to understand.
Yeah,
You
fuck 'em.
see, it doesn't pertain to this side. Come, my fairy.
It's funny, isn't it? Like, in a slightly different way, if we didn't know York and Zack, but we were instead following the point of view of the 2 other FBI agents, this is the kind of start to a cult, like, or like Lovecraftian tale, where, like, the really good, like, efficient cop kind of comes across fucking loopy and like talks like really weird like phrases and stuff, and it turns out that they're right. The other side and like finding out things that other people can't see and all sorts of stuff. That's right, peeps. You don't need hair to be cool. Sometimes you gotta rock the no hair look.
Stop hiding back there and give them the explanation they so desire.
Like interviewing Jack in Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, exactly. You need more insight. Yeah.
What? You're too shy?
Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan!
You can't mention start getting grey so you can dye your hair without bleaching the hell out of it first. It depends. I mean, I always found that if you dye your hair like if you got brown hair and you dye your hair black, it's usually alright. But yeah, if you want to go any other, like other sorts. All the sorts. What am I? I'm 35. I'm 35.
Come on out. Don't be afraid. You can do it.
You can do it. That's right.
Okay.
Is that all you have to say? Don't underestimate me, Morgan. I know you and the Clarksons share a deeper connection.
Ancient old man, it's true. Literally dead.
Much deeper than how it appears on the surface. I need to shake him with something else that's directly connected to the Clarksons. I'm gonna jog his memory by force.
Old messy letters. Photo. Greenville case files. Let's have a look at that.
A stack of old letters.
From Le Carre.
These must be the letters that he mentioned in the report. That dragonfly mark proves it. Someone stole Lisa's body and it's been missing for the past 14 years. I find it hard to believe that it was simply hidden in that cold storage warehouse the entire time. Why wasn't a more detailed investigation carried out?
Forget you're only a year younger than you. That's true, yeah, because you're 87, right? I snuck in like a little bit younger. Yeah, you can actually see which one the correct one is, which is interesting.
Mr. Morgan, I noticed that several parts of this report have been redacted. For example, here. One individual's name has been erased from the key figure list. Would you mind telling me why?
Someone in charge must have thought it was unimportant. Or maybe even inappropriate.
High five all of us oldies. High five everyone.
Why would they think that?
How should we know?
It's happened,
We've never
I
understood
believe.
what those people do.
Well, I took the liberty of trying to restore what was taken out. Normal ink was used to blot it out, so I was able to recover part of it. Here's what it says. Sapling salesman. All the other redacted parts seem to be connected to this person, but I can't think of a single reason why this individual would need to be removed from the report. Why is he so untouchable?
Oh, him. He's nothing. We were barking up the wrong tree.
Meaning?
Can't include someone who doesn't exist in an official report, now can we?
Oh no, now you're gonna make me feel old too, baby.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, you could say that.
Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Morgan.
According to you, at the beginning of this case, the victim's body was being stored in the warehouse on purpose.
There's a lot of really good voice work in this, actually, in general. A lot of stuff that's pretty fleshed out that you can just listen to and muck around with.
Is that the truth? They really put her body there alongside food and other perishables?
It's in the report.
No. The report only says it was stored using the most effective and shockingly inhuman method possible.
If you can think of a better phrase, we're all ears.
The report isn't wrong, you know. In fact, that might actually be the most accurate way of describing it.
Shut up, Belga.
It's precise, and it's also kinda poetic, you know?
Wow, Simon. We never would have taken you for a poet.
Right?
You two think this is a joke?
Yes.
Lise Clarkson's body was discovered in that cold storage warehouse after 14 long years. If you'd only done a proper investigation, we probably would have found her much sooner. That poor girl.
We still regret the fact that we never got to meet her. We're sorry, from the bottoms of our hearts.
I only hope it didn't happen that way by design.
It's what smoking does to your health, it's true.
Will you comfort me? Thank you, my fairy.
Those letters look very old.
A decade of ween? That's a lot of ween. Goodness.
The postmark suggests they were sent out from Louisiana. And I suspect that dragonfly mark belongs to the Clarkson family.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So what if it does?
A stalker has been harassing Patricia Clarkson for several years now. Did you know about this?
Get out of here, stalker.
Constant silent phone calls, unmarked letters.
Hey, Kiko. How were the shadows? Welcome in, peeps. I gladly accept the peeps. Hello, everyone. I'm not doing too bad. Hello, how are you, Observer? Four's a good length. I mean, I've been told it's the amount you know, it's not the amount you watch, but the quality of the watching. It went well. We watched a murder incriminate themselves by being a derp. That's actually pretty funny. That's the random one, isn't it?
She also spotted a suspicious figure lurking near her mansion.
20k is a lot of endo. You could always do railjack and sell everything.
And just last week, her employees spotted a strange figure lurking in the vicinity. The day someone else coincidentally used your alias and traveled to Louisiana.
Oh my.
That's very intriguing. Aligned symbolism.
Lise Clarkson also reported being harassed by a stalker just before she was murdered. You're aware of this, correct? Because I didn't find any mention of this in your report.
No direct connection to the case.
No worries, Kiko. Thank you for the raid. I hope you rest well. We're gonna just attempt to solve some murders. You know how it is. Well, I mean, I guess that's similar to what you were doing.
That's what we must have thought.
The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. Which are you?
That's enough for now. This all has nothing to do with the case. Besides, there's no evidence that proves those letters are from her. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Yeah. Take that, detective. I mean, special agent. Let's go rock. I want to watch the special edition of Ratman instead.
Maybe I should try asking my questions in a different way. I could use Agent Jones here.
Window behind Zach. Pile of DVDs.
It's bugging you, isn't it, Aaliyah?
Huh? What?
I get it. It's bugging me too. It's even got my heart racing a little.
I think she thinks Zach's a scumbag murderer, yeah. I think she genuinely believes he's done something dodgy.
I mean, look at this. Nothing but DVDs.
Police Dogs Collections Volume 1 to 5. Except for one of them that's back to front, which is upsetting.
Not a single Blu-ray in sight. Just pure, unadulterated DVDs.
Well, DVDs are cheaper, of course.
And he's got VHS tapes, too.
Spaceballs? Nice.
I don't even have a VHS player in my house anymore. Whoa. Look at this. Check it out. This one's got a lot of pizza in it, remember?
You're not wrong, Simon. There's a very large quantity of pizza in that film. 1987, directed by Mel Brooks.
We ain't seen shit.
The version on that tape is the one we recorded back when you could catch it on cable TV.
Seriously? Damn, Morgan, that's incredible. You're really living the dream, man.
I hope you both haven't forgotten that this conversation is also being recorded.
I mean, What's wrong with that? Do you want to watch Ratman instead? She's having none of it.
This is a nice building. Layout isn't bad either. Whew. Must be rather expensive to rent a place like this in Boston. How many other rooms are there in this apartment? That room over there, your bedroom?
Huh. Why so curious, Belle? It almost sounds as if you're seeing this place for the first time. Aside from the hardware shop on the first floor, every apartment in this building has the exact same layout.
Why is Simon even here? Just to shit talk, I think. So that looks like a fucking vampire and talks about eldritch other beings. Yeah, he's definitely a bit of a grubbler. Yeah, we know he's not sus, but they don't. Like, he would seem super sus. An old FBI agent who's also very clever, and will happily run rings around people. Very, very hard to get hold of, very hard to, like, actually interview, and connected to multiple murders. Makes them a little bit, like, the fuck? The fact that Elias here must mean that the superiors at the FBI must be also interested in this.
We're well aware that you studied the layout of this apartment before you came to see us. There's no need to act so roundabout.
Also, the interesting thing is York also talks I. Zach always uses we, which is an interesting one as well. Oh, how come, Gregor?
Just be honest. Say it. I want to see your bedroom.
Well then.
Doesn't mean we'll let you see it, though.
Lolly. Nervous Simon.
Agent Jones.
Agent Jones! Wake the fuck up.
Are you paying attention, or do you intend to waste Mr. Morgan's precious time?
No. Sorry. I'm just a little tired. I'm listening.
Take your hand out of your pocket.
Makes sense, yeah. Like, raids can be tough, man. Raids can definitely be tough.
Didn't they teach you any manners at Quantico?
Oh, right. Guess they slipped my mind. My bad. I'm actually kinda
Do
nervous.
all FBI agents train at Quantico? Because I know, in Black Lagoon somebody mentions Quantico as well. And I assume I guess that's the Bureau headquarters, I would guess. Or I guess that's the Bureau training headquarters. Oh yeah, so, well, I was just, for some reason I started fiddling on my desk and I've now got, I've got my SCP coin up. Safe on one side and Kita on the other. Or Keta. Nice solid weighty coin. Love me a good coin. Langley. The FBI Academy of the Federal Bureau of Investigation is in the town of Quantico in Stafford County, Virginia.
I'm not used to this sort of thing. Data analysis
Makes sense.
is my specialty, you know. I'm sure I'd be able to calm down a bit if I had some pizza, though.
Shameless laugh. You hear the ting. It was a very nice ting on that. Ping. Maybe they should all get pizza.
The FBI needs to do something about their lack of personnel. I'll have to ask the questions myself. But how should I start? Maybe I should look back over the files and calmly reassess the situation.
Calmly? Let's do it. Ceiling light. Let's ask about everything that isn't related.
Just the usual around here. No need to worry.
The usual?
Yes. A strange person lives upstairs. Every now and then, he makes noise.
What's strange about him?
Several years ago, a woman was murdered upstairs. Her husband still lives there.
Yikes.
He's ex-BPD. And apparently, he's still searching for the killer.
Oh no.
But it seems like they cut all support for the investigation due to decreased funding. The team on the case wanted to keep working on it, but the suits wouldn't hear of it.
850 hours of instruction at academics, firearm training, law enforcement tactical skills, and physical training. It's pretty hardcore, especially they all do it at Quantico. Do I play Monster Hunter Rise at all? I did when it first came out. Played it with Cloaker, and we got to the very end of it, I think. It was pretty alright. It wasn't as good as World, I didn't think.
A tale as old as time. Due to his situation, perhaps. He's been making a lot more noise recently, like you just heard.
You never noticed anything, Agent Jones.
Well, I did hear some loud noises every now and then, but I didn't think they were real noises coming from upstairs.
They were real fake noises.
I mean, look at him.
Boom.
It's not like he's reacting to the noise. He always just went about his business as usual for all the years I've watched him. So I just figured it was coming
Balrog.
from the
Very
TV.
fine. Fly, you fools, and get me a pizza.
You really amaze me sometimes.
I do like you can ask about stupid things that are completely unrelated. Langley's more CIA. Oh, okay. For the spooks.
After you arrested Galena
Must have been
Clarkson,
the wind.
you had a run-in with the Clarksons. At least that's what it says in the report. What exactly happened there?
Just a simple run-in, that's all. Nothing but a single phenomenon. Chasing hollow instances like that won't lead you closer to the truth. Truth doesn't work like that.
A hollow phenomenon, which resulted in a mountain of corpses.
Dead people.
Oh, Belle. We think we finally understand what you're trying to say, but don't be so voracious. How about another cup of coffee? We've still got a long way to go, you know. Yes. It's coarsely ground, so there should only be 4 teaspoons per cup. No more, no less. Next, the coffee travels from the funnel to the siphon. Simon, normally you only do surveillance in order to gather data, correct? Hiding microphones and cameras, sifting through garbage, wiretapping, shadowing, tracing credit card histories. You'll do whatever it takes to gather data in order to prevent crimes. That's how the FBI works.
Well, yeah, you're right. No reason in hiding it now, I guess.
I mean, that's the thing. He was FBI. He knows everything they know, really. Maybe a little bit older, but he gets the idea.
Why do you ask?
Our Southern Belle has adopted a very peculiar MO. It's almost like she has a special power, just like us.
I love the way he laughs.
You've been watching us this entire time, haven't you, Belle? From that window.
I don't need to answer that question.
You came here on New Year's Eve, then spent 49 hours watching us until you returned to your hotel room last night. You observed us the entire time without sleep or rest, and you only ate once. Some pizza delivered by Simon. Aside from that, you never drank any water or relieved yourself. You simply sat there and continued to watch us.
That's not very healthy for you. You should probably pee.
You have visions, too, don't you? You came here solely to hear us talk, didn't you? But then, why bother watching us for over 2 days beforehand? You didn't come to talk with us. You came because you wanted to see this apartment with your own eyes, and because you're already convinced of something. Isn't that right? He who fights with monsters should see to it that he himself does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you.
But I...
Oh, coffee.
The coffee.
Thank you, my fairy. If you hadn't been paying attention, this coffee would have all gone to waste. The pus in our brains. It really has a way of interfering with our lives. Can remember. Let's see.
The Abyss. STFU in the coffee. Zach does need a hug.
Oh. What the Christ? This is friggin' delicious. Kinda thought I was gonna shit myself for a second there.
You know, as you do when you drink coffee.
Come on, Aaliyah, take a sip. Trust me. I'm not exaggerating here.
I don't believe it. It's better than any coffee I've ever tasted.
Of course it is. Coffee is a sacred drink.
You drink, you're like, I'm gonna shit! Shit's all over the couch, the settee, the walls. You should absolutely perforate your bowels onto the sofa. Oh, that's good news, Al, at least.
Coffee saved us.
Quite literally. FK.
If not for its oracle, we would be on the other side right now. So I never forget to pay my respects to coffee, especially at critical moments.
I like the latte. That's sort of like how I like it.
Big black cumulonimbus clouds are in the sky, and that sound. Thunder snow is coming.
Thunder snow? Nervous Simon. The Latin in the sky. Can't see FK in the latte, it's true.
Do you hear that thunder? It's probably gonna snow soon.
Then we should watch Ratman! Yay!
We're in Massachusetts. That's the norm for this time of year.
Boston.
Well, I'm not used to the cold. If possible, I'd like to finish this up before we get stuck in a snowstorm.
No, Ratman. Hail Ratma, please.
Agent Jones, after we're done here, Agent Jones, is something the matter?
He actually shit himself.
Snap out of it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know.
Do you? Then stop daydreaming.
Okay. I just...
You just what?
My stomach's been letting some thunder
He actually
loose
shot himself.
too.
Oh dear God.
Thunder?
That coffee was just so good,
It what? We don't have all day here.
The coffee was just so good, it, summoned forth a massive tsunami from within me.
Excuse me? What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Now is really not the time for this.
Clear the room! He's gonna shit!
Right door at the end of the hallway.
Thanks, pal. Hold on. You can make it. We can do this. It's not very far.
We promise you, we did not put laxatives in the coffee.
I can get some use out of that one.
Coffee is a sacred drink, remember?
Motherfucker.
Fecal funny. Today was a bad day for a beige suit.
There's no doubt that the report omitted information linking Morgan to the Clarksons. I need to get him to confess. Oh yeah. That reminds me, there's a secret weapon in Agent Jones's briefcase.
I mean, you're obviously not allowed to put laxatives in drinks because that is classed as poisoning people, and that's illegal. That's a nausea. Zach's indulgence.
Mr. Morgan, I heard that you were always a smoker. Did you ever wonder if that was the reason you contracted your illness?
Lewd.
What does that have to do with this case?
I know, can you imagine that? You're the coffee and you're going like, on the very first day, I'm like, here's the clue, dude. And he's like, what could that mean? You're like, fool! Why are you so bad at this? Thank you, Noble.
Nothing. I'm just personally curious about it.
Sometimes
What's a little
People
crime
die in
between
car
friends, right?
accidents, regardless of how well they take care of their health. Other times they slip on their bathroom floors and crack open their heads. Isn't that right, my fairy?
That's why you always have a bath mat in your shower, so you don't crack your fucking head open on the bath. Facts.
I'm not concerned with statistics. I'm just curious about you, right here, right now.
Would you allow me to terrify you a second? I found some disturbing facts about mozzarella sticks. I don't have any, I haven't eaten for ages, but apparently they're one of the leading causes of people choking to death in their own homes by themselves. People just have, like, mozzarella stick with dinner, and they munch it, and they don't swallow it properly, and it, like, gets stringy in their throat, and they go, eh! And then they die. Rip. That's also why a fun thing to learn is how to give yourself a Heimlich maneuver. Yeah, you never know when you need to give yourself a Heimlich maneuver. There's actually there's two decent ways to do that as well.
We switched over from nicotine to this. It's less addictive. That's one step in the right direction.
How can I sleep
isn't
now?
it?
I'm sorry. Look, I learned it, and it cursed me, so you guys will get cursed as well. That's how this works. I don't keep the curse, I pass it on.
Perhaps.
It's like a chain letter.
If we're talking about withdrawal symptoms or physical dependencies.
You eat mozzarella sticks all the time, you never got once to choking yourself. No, but that's quite naughty. You can't talk about choking yourself on stream, we'll get banned.
But it still seems like you're smoking too much at once.
I believe the correct technical term for that is an asphyxie wank. So please.
Honestly, it looks to me like you have a mental dependency.
Maybe. But so what if we do?
Surely you know about gateway drugs, yes?
Yeah, there's a shop called Gateway, and you can buy paracetamol in it.
When a person starts to use one drug, it becomes much easier for them to branch out and try other drugs as well.
As an ex-addict, this hits all this. Every time they mention this in TV shows and like movies, I always get that sort of slight twinge in my chest when people talk about stuff like this. I'm like, ugh.
The first drug acts as the gateway that leads them to stronger substances.
Oh. Are you trying to say that's going to happen to us?
No. I'm simply saying there's a possibility.
Pumpkin, is it possible to get addicted to titty hugs? Premarital sex? Imagine. Disgusting. What do we do around here? Fuck, what's that fucking Mormon thing called? Where you put your dick in somebody, then someone bounces on the bed. Like wetting? Moisting? Fuck, what's it called? Soaking, that's it. There we go. Soaking, that's the one. Hold on. I need a proper description. Let me ask the wisest person in the room. What is soaking? Boo! Don't give me. What is soaking? Liquid absorption. No. Okay. What is soaking referring to a sexual act? There we go. We gotta ask the right kind of question. This may violate our content policy. Soaking is a slang term used to been describe sexual activity often associated with some religious or moral constraints. In this context, it typically involves two individuals engaging in sexual penetration, but without any movement or thrusting to avoid breaking certain religious or cultural rules that prohibit premarital sex or other sexual act. Instead, they remain still or, quote, soaked together. It's important to note this practice is not common or widely recognized as legitimate. Like, even the bot's just like, nah, mate, this is a fucking swizz. No one does this. Shut the fuck up. My search history could pickle cucumbers. My search history probably isn't that bad. Oh, there was that one time I kept making my phone talk about felching. Actually, that might be a bit dubious. It was funny though, and it was funnier to make it say it over and over again. So, you know. A super soaker? That's like... extreme. That's like extreme soaking. That's like soaking gone wild. Wait, what are we doing? Crime!
Have you ever seen this before? And please, don't say no.
Sour apple smoothie? But for, in the UC, a sour apple smoothie is, it would be a alcoholic drink. So I think I'd get away with that one.
Sang Rouge.
Sang Rouge?
The drug we once chased. What about it?
Sang Rouge is still circulating. It's changed shape and its composition is slightly different now. But it's still very much alive.
Let's see my browser history. No, all the giraffe porn will scare everyone off.
But only in a very limited part of Louisiana. You aren't surprised?
Oops, sorry.
Copies of another drug being circulated isn't exactly a rare case.
Why did you look at... What did you search? What did you search? And why did you search it? Did you Google the sour apple smoothie? Oh, fuck, I'm curious now. Hold on. That looks really nice. 10 minutes, protein powder, vegan yogurt, Granny Smith apple and ice. Urban Dictionary. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Come on, man. Reminds me of a story once, actually. Maybe for another time.
But Sang Rouge is special. The inimitable Enigma powder. The origin. It has many names, and no one was ever able to copy it.
That is cursed. Share it with the class. It's like you get caught and it's like, well, what story is this?
Lewd.
You can't just stop there. Madman's knowledge consumed. We all got 3 insight for that. Yeah, thanks, Noble. Appreciate that, dude.
We've also been trying to figure out what it's made from ever since it appeared.
I'm a good boy knowing, thank you. And you're like, what was that, Lily? What? Are you? Are you sure?
But it's impossible to analyze. After all, it appears to be made from common ingredients that can be found anywhere.
Probably for about 20 more minutes, TPB-ish.
But if you try to use those ingredients, all you'll end up with is a mundane hallucinogen like DMT. If you're lucky.
A mundane... how would one make this mundane hallucinogen like DMT, Alaya? I mean, not that obviously I was just investigating this, you know, just curious.
No. Sang Rouge requires a special recipe. The original recipe, which someone's been guarding this entire time.
It's like KFC, but for dickheads.
Someone who survived the incident in Le Carré. Immediately after they found Lisa's body, I went to go see Patricia, in order to interrogate her, of course.
Nice.
So you told us.
But I was unable to meet with her.
Bummer.
She refused to speak with you, didn't she? That's so like her.
No, she didn't get the chance to. You see, she's gone missing.
Nani?
What?
What?
To put it more accurately, no one's seen her since the afternoon of the 28th. According to her employees, she shut herself up in her room for several months before she disappeared. But since that sort of thing happened often, they didn't think anything of it. On the morning of New Year's Eve, they noticed her window was open.
That's enough internet for one night.
To check on her,
what a
she was
terrible
gone.
day to have eyes. A graphical glitch in CP2077. The DLS and VSync. Well, like I said, I found out turning off the thingy seemed to help as well.
But no one knows how long her window had been open for. This is just my hypothesis, but on December 28th, a strange man visited Le Carré and was spotted near her mansion. That man must have found some way to lure Patricia into his car, the '89 Cadillac that he bought used. Then, The two of them drove north to Trenton, where they boarded a train to Boston. They would have arrived here around midnight on the 29th, or perhaps early morning on the 30th. I believe this man is the same Billy Bishop whose name was previously recorded by the airline.
By the way, you're watching the video, leave a comment about your experience about looking at the sour apple smoothies. I know some of you did. And if you obviously want to, like, you know, blame the correct person, you know where to point your fingers at. We'll send them your way, Noble, it's all good. Thank you for the biddies, dude. I always said it's equality for DLSS normally.
So, what do you think of my guess? I'd love to hear your opinion as a former FBI special agent.
Please, it's FBI.
Now we get it. We aren't persons of interest. We're the suspects. But what about our alibi?
What alibi?
Simon, of course. He was watching us the entire time.
Your bullshit. You expect me to believe you haven't taken a single step out of this room? That Agent Jones is your witness?
Yes.
Surveillance cameras can easily be tampered with. Especially by someone like you, who knows all about how the FBI works.
Is that legal?
You're possessed by death. Go and take a look at your own face in the mirror.
Well,
you
rude.
look like the Grim Reaper.
He's ill.
After you visited both Le Carré and Greenvale, you left a mountain of corpses in your wake. You can make all the excuses you want. I'm immune to them. Right here, right now, I want to know everything. You tell me the truth.
Yes! You're good, Bill. Damn good. You're brimming with potential. Don't you think she's the perfect partner for our last dance? What do you say, my fairy? Don't you agree? She's good. So good. What do you want to know? We've got nothing to hide. Go on. Question us. This is how it's got to be. Doesn't this remind you of something? You know what I mean, my fairy?
Creepy laugh. Yeah, Zach's not doing super good.
Son of a... How did this happen in my town? God damn it!
Maybe she's fine.
The head and limbs were severed and lined up.
Oh.
According to the lines that were drawn with her blood. Just like migratory birds flying systematically across the sky. Hey, Zach, what do you think this means?
They're severed roots.
Should
Patty
be in here?
This is the way the
Ah!
Clarksons kill someone when they
Creepy.
want to cut him off from the family.
And how do you know about this?
Everyone in town knows about it. They're just too scared to talk.
What does the V stand for, then?
Beats me. What, you think I know everything now?
Vilitatio. It means quarrel in Latin. That's what the V stands for.
Latin. Intriguing, isn't it, Zach?
Is Mullet dead? We'll have to find out, won't we?
There are no defense wounds on the corpse. In other words, Galena showed no signs of resistance when she was amputated. But, strangely enough, there are small traces of subcutaneous bleeding around the wounded areas. That's a vital reaction, which means she couldn't have been dead.
You mean...
Yes, that's right, Patty. Galena was amputated while she was still alive, and she never resisted.
Is that even possible?
It certainly isn't impossible. For example, if she was put to sleep with a drug, or if she desired the amputation herself.
Why would she ever
Yeah, she's super
desire
creasy,
that?
isn't she, Jen? It's weird.
Mr. York, I'm sorry, but there ain't no way that could have happened.
How can you be sure of that, Melvin? Our world contains phenomena that could never be explained with logic.
Like Nessie, the Loch Ness monster.
This is especially true for phenomena
No one
in
can
which
explain that.
humans are involved.
Facts.
Do you really think all the facets of love and hate can be explained with logic?
Or Bigfoot, it's true.
Well,
Or Elvis.
No.
Or Ayla Mouse.
I don't reckon I do. Yeah.
Or El
Might be
Chupacabra.
too early to rule out those possibilities.
Or Mothman.
Just like you say.
It's true.
Zach, now we truly know just how deeply the Clarksons are involved with this. Patty, how long does it take to reach the Clarkson estate?
Just a short drive.
No, Slenderman's fine. He's a
You
celebrity.
just gotta head west along the Mississippi. You can't miss it.
Got it. Thank you, Patty. By the way, Melvin, no matter how accelerated Patty may be, don't you think she's still a bit too young to see something like this? For the record, I have no intent to instruct others on how to raise their children, but...
Holy moly, you're right! Patricia, CLG!
Yeah, Toxic Survivor.
Come on, sweetie.
Clicky,
Kids
clicky.
shouldn't have to see stuff like this.
Daddy, it's too late now.
She's seen it on CSI already.
Lewd.
Oh. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow on that one. Let me just have a look. I thought it was you, Nacho, but thank you. That's it. God damn it. This thing never keeps me signed in. It's really annoying. Let me have a look. Let me see. I googled Marmite toast spread. I question staying in the chat. What the fuck? Marmite toast is amazing. Don't knock it till you tried it. It is delicious. Clever little girl, yeah. CLG.
You sure you okay, CLG?
I'm fine. Besides, I'm used to seeing stuff like that on CSI.
Thank you, Nacho. Thank you very much for the donation, dude. See, I told you it was CSI.
You're the one who looks pale, Daddy.
Well, it did shake me up a little. But I'll be back to normal in no time. Sorry about that, Mr. York.
York shrugs.
What say we rest in the interrogation room till we all calm down?
Please stop questioning chat to Google questionable things. Marmite on toast is amazing. It's like beans on toast.
Sure thing, Daddy.
I'm on to you, Noble.
I'm gonna go sit with Daddy for a bit, Agent York. We can join back up later.
Do you really think that's what happened here, Zach?
Fucking hell, sorry.
If this is truly the ritual that the Clarksons use to cut ties with someone, why would they go out of their way to do it here, in a holding cell? They could have easily done it after we released her. And judging from how Danny Clarkson was acting, I think it's clear that he really loved Galena. How could he accept this grotesque
I forgot beans and toast was a
butchery,
weird Brit thing. What?
even if it was for the sake of the family?
I still can't believe you guys don't have beans on toast. Like, that just seems like so weird to me.
There's no point in ruminating on this. We should get back to the investigation.
It's like not having a salt and vinegar crisp sandwich. That's so fucking good.
As long as we keep moving,
Oh, crisp
the
sandwiches.
answer will
So good.
inevitably fling itself straight at us.
Delicious. You don't like beans, therefore you'll not eat beans on toast. What? Beans are so good, though. I mean, unless you're like Simon, you need to shit. I wouldn't have beans if you need to shit, because you're probably shit profusely. Oh, crispy. Oh, it's Hungan. Skeletal gentleman. It's kind of weird.
Found the flying serpent.
The game kind of
But
flexes
now,
its reflections.
The flying serpent will come to find you.
Yeah, that sounds right. And it looks like this flying serpent is a venomous one.
Some become
Nonsense, crab.
beasts,
You're just missing out on delicious
while
food.
others are eaten alive. Which fate would you prefer?
Both sound marvelous.
What'd you try,
But
Molotov?
let me check with Zach.
A fine answer.
Chill out, Hungan.
Find the one who fired the pistol at heaven. Within the white hall of beds, brandish the ticket to the goddess. And once again, you will see the otherworld.
That's not Baron Samedi. It's Hungan.
Do you comprehend the oracle?
Zack, it looks like he's hell-bent on leading us back into that other world.
Follow the Oracle.
Oh, I will, Hungan. There are only two types of things in our world. Things that should be resisted, and things that should be accepted. And I believe this Oracle is something to accept.
What a fine lad. Hey, Roloff. Whoa.
Do you think we're crazy for believing everything that skeletal gentleman says?
I don't think so. He's been right before.
No, we're not crazy. Not one bit.
Yep.
This is our destiny, that's all.
Exactly.
But I shouldn't need to explain that to you, Zack. The one who fired the pistol at heaven. Firing pistols at the sky might be a rather common occurrence for the South. Remember? Young Guns, 1988, directed by Christopher Kane. There's that great scene where Emilio Estevez keeps firing his Colt M1877 up at the sky. Well, but that film took place in New Mexico, didn't it? And the Oracle probably isn't referring to a situation like that.
Hey, the farm?
It's bingo, Zack. We're currently running a race here, and the one who started this murder investigation is indeed the one who fired the pistol at heaven.
Yeah, his movie effects are great. It's just how much he loves about it. Molotov was talking about Marmite. Marmite's amazing.
In other words, the person who first discovered the body.
Delicious Marmite.
According to the files, Lisa's body was discovered by Chuck Thompson, a crawfish farmer. He apparently works out of a fishing hut located in the marshes south of the bayou. Let's go pay him a visit. Who knows? We might even get to see some crawfish. What? Why isn't the murderer the one who started this race? Zack, this isn't like you. Of course the murderer isn't the one who started the race. The murderer's running it.
Oh.
They're currently in first place, and they're breaking all the rules.
Like Dick Dastardly.
Any more objections, Zack? Within the White Hall of Beds. This one is even easier. There are only a few establishments that have a whole hall's worth of beds, especially in a small town like this. I'm sure you've already got a pretty good idea about what the answer is, Zack. Beds all lined up. Only an amateur would hear that and think it must be referring to a brothel.
What? A brothel?
I mean, come on. Who would ever use White Hall as a symbol for a bordello? No, a white house refers to the same place no matter what country you're in. Disinfectant, jars of medicine, and white smocks. You never disappoint me, Zack.
Is the player Zack? No, Zack is Zack. We're just helping out.
It's a medical facility. They invite their patients into rooms full of beds where they're tended to by doctors and nurses clad in white.
Twiglets? Oh, Twiglet's alright. Twiglets can be alright. They're not quite as strong as Marmite, though. They're like, it's like Marmite, but like 0.3%.
It's definitely a white hall, where people are invited into beds. You always manage to impress me with your intuition. I'm really counting on you here, Zack. And I know I'll always be able to.
Best buds for life, these two. $15 for solving the skeletal gentleman's oracle.
Agent York, you're trying to leave without your trustworthy assistant?
Again, look, they actually have proper reflections a lot of the time. It's actually kind of crazy in a game as technically ugly as this one, that they actually have working reflections for many surfaces, which is so weird. Alicia? Oh, Alice. Oh, she does look a bit like Alice, I suppose.
Hello there, Patty. I'd never attempt such a thing. I was simply engaging in a battle of wits with Hungan while I waited for you.
Is the reflection on duplicate model? Don't know, but the fact that it's in low res like that, probably a duplicate model, to be fair. Hungan?
Yes, the skeletal gentleman in the top hat.
Not that story again.
She's having none of it.
Is this how you always conduct your investigations?
Yeah, man.
This is the way I work.
I bet you can't find a single partner. Not even in the entire FBI.
He's already got one. It's Zack.
That's not true. I always work together with Zack.
Oh, right. Zack. Don't worry. I'll be your partner while you're here in our town. Now, let's go investigate.
The more I see it, the more I think it's a design in-joke to make her so tiny. They shrunk down a version of a normal-sized woman. She does look oddly proportioned, doesn't she? Like, just in general. Like, she doesn't look right. She's small. What time is it? We'll quickly save it. We might be able to, like, I want to go see if we can do the skateboarding thing quickly. Everyone will work with Zach. Zach is awesome. Don't body shame the child. She just looks a bit weird. Oh no, he's still vibrating. He's so angry.
So, you're that hotshot FBI
Yar.
I keep hearing about.
And who might you be?
Eye patch go brr.
I came to claim the body of my daughter.
Daughter?
My daughter, who was murdered in a holding cell after you detained her yesterday.
Philip J. Clarkson. I see.
Zach, I wasn't expecting to run into the final boss this early. You must be the head of the Clarkson family, P.J. Clarkson.
His daughter.
And
His
you've come
daughter.
to claim the body of
This is the
Galena
unevent-
Clarkson, whose dismembered corpse was found early this morning. Is that correct? Where did you learn that Galena had been murdered? Zach and I just learned of the news ourselves.
This is Lucari. And I am P.J. Clarkson.
I feel that his eye
There
patch has
ain't
been,
a
like,
single
kept
thing
separately to
I
his
don't
model.
know about
And they
this
have to, like,
town.
move it manually when he moves. And that's why it
I see.
vibrates with the higher frame rate.
So then you must also know about the severed roots ritual. I have a question for you, Philip. We suspect that Galena was murdered by someone from the Clarkson family. Have you given that
It's Snake, it's
possibility any
Pliskin.
consideration?
Call me
Listen
Snake.
up, you FBI piece of shit. You better watch your manners around my pa.
Shut up,
else.
Daniel.
Shut up, Daniel.
But, sir. My bad, sir.
He might be missing an arm, though.
I'll have you know I once had 3 children. But I must not have raised them very well, because my son and my eldest daughter both ran away and never came back to me. The only one who stayed by my side was my second daughter, Galena. Then she done married Daniel here into the family and presented me with both an heir and a granddaughter. Seemed for a while as if things were finally starting to calm down. But then, someone corrupted both Galena and Lise. And I lost everything.
Quite an intense dude.
Aside from my shit-heel son-in-law, that is.
Yeah, eat shit, mate.
You understand me, FBI?
FBI.
Galena's death is nothing but a loss for the Clarkson family.
That doesn't mean the Clarksons are automatically innocent, though. Humans don't always act out of self-interest, do they?
This man is a fucking giant.
That mouth. You're starting to sound more and more like your mother. We're leaving, Daniel.
What? But my treasure...
Now, whether you end up being an angel or a demon, I reckon you're the man I've been waiting for all this time.
It's interesting for York to look
Once
so
you
serious.
finish that autopsy, and we're clear to take her home, I want you to give me a call.
They're phenomenal, Patty. So perfectly rural. Ominous statements.
I mean, all the
foul-mouthed
voice acting's
insults.
fantastic, right?
This
Like,
town
really is
possesses a
good.
complicated system of communication that you just can't find in the city. Work-centric emails are so cold and lifeless. This is what true human connections feel like. Connections as visceral as blood itself.
York's fantastic.
So, Agent York, what's next on your agenda?
The last boss may have gotten the jump on us, Patty, but I didn't let him shake my resolve. I intend to obey the skeletal gentleman's oracles, and that's that. First, we should head to
York's completely
either
mad,
the home of the person who
he's
discovered
clever
Lisa's
mad.
body, or to the town's medical
Oh, Elizabeth
facility.
from Bioshock.
Well, Zach, what do you think?
Bioshock. Alright, let's see if we can do the skateboardy. Oops, skateboardy stuff now. What's the... There we go. Oops. Here we go. Meow. Let's see, baby. Yeah, should be, dude. Should be. New Cyberpunk stuff tomorrow, isn't it? Looking forward to that. I love that the wheels don't go around on the skateboard. It's literally just... There's no animation on it. The wheels are static. It's very impressive. How do you do, fellow humans? Yeah, just floating. These games are so janky, I swear. Emma's skateboard shop. Nice. Can we talk to Emma this time? Why are you being so scammed? Why can we not talk to Emma? I can't remember how you start this quest. We must have to do something we haven't done yet. I'll have to look this up. I feel we should be able to talk to it by now. Notice me! Yeah, it's definitely floating. I wonder how much of the jank is intentional. I'm not so convinced on that one, but just maybe a little bit of the spirit is willing, but the flesh is bruised and spongy, kind of thing. It is endearing. And honestly, the game is still great. Even if the game is a bit rubbish, the game is great. You know, it's one of those things. Yeah, I mean the first game was definitely just jank, accidental jank, whereas this one might have hammered it up a smidge, but you never know. I hate when because it's supposed to be avoid angel every mission, right, Fiki? But I swear some of them just don't spawn. It's annoying. Alright, peeps, thank you very much for watching. I certainly hope you had a lovely, lovely stream. Ollie is streaming some Yajakuzi. We like Yajakuzi, so we shall hassle him. So I hope you've had a good time. It's been fun. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow where we'll do some more shenanigans, which is also fun, I hope. And we'll continue having fun every single day. And it will be glorious. Or, you know, cult shit. Laters, yo.